Would you rather go back in time or forwards in time? But
Forwards.
you can't. You don't have a choice. I mean, you only can do one, not the other.
So I always choose forward.
Okay, why?
Because I feel like if, like, whatever experiences you've had shaped you into who you are, and they would shape your future. So your present can shape your future. If you can go back in time 1 minute every day, and you can just get a glimpse. Did I say go back
Yeah,
in
you said
time?
back in time.
No, I mean like forward in time. You just catch a glimpse of what your future looks like. You can alter your present to alter your future, whereas
Yeah, you
your
could. Yeah.
your past, you don't know how that will shape you now.
No, see, I
Well, your
I disagree.
you are the direct result of your past, though, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you go back to your past and change things, you can't control how you're gonna turn out after based on those experiences that you've avoided. Say.
But you could change yourself to become who you want it to be, though, because you could change the experiences that happen to you. So say you could
But
like.
say the lessons learned from these experiences.
True, facts.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
So,
that's facts.
I mean, you can change, say like, oh, maybe I should have done a different course. That's very, like, what if you haven't met the people that you met? What if those people shaped you into who you are at the moment? I wouldn't.
Because 100% they did.
Yeah, I wouldn't avoid my past because I really appreciate who I am now because of it. Because I feel very different. I think I had that discussion with him at work before.
But you'd like to see how you turn out in the future.
Yeah, because then
without getting.
Yeah, say if I'm not doing the right things at the moment, I can put the work in and alter the future later on.
I'm saying the only issue with that, in my eyes, I think I would probably choose past.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, the things from the future. So you could go see the future, but when you come to the present, if you then change what you're doing, you're changing your future. But you don't know in what way you're changing your future. Like you could fuck up your future by doing something that you think is positive in the present. And in a way, for me, it's kind of in the same question. It's for me, it's the kind of same thought of like, would you want to know the day you die? And for me, it's like the answer for yes is because if I have a short amount of time, I want to know so I can live my life to the fullest. Yeah? But at the same time, if I have a long amount of time, like.
I think it'll be a bit debilitating when you know that there's that death is coming.
But I'm saying,
wouldn't you feel extremely stressed out the day? Like you're like, I want to do this, and that. It's like at the day of any big event, you stress out too much and you just ruin it. Whereas when you go with the flow.
But if you knew when you were gonna die though, then you know how much time you have. You'd know that I only have this amount of time specifically, and so time would be like a real. Like invaluable.
But I'm saying you going into the future.
Shouldn't you be doing that anyway?
You should be, but how many people do? Because you don't know when you're gonna die, right?
You know
so,
how
like,
you said everything.
How much time do you spend just like frivolously?
When you said things can be predetermined, I don't think that the time you die is gonna actually leave you with a lot of regret because ultimately you would have fulfilled your ultimate purpose, as you said before.
So I'm saying though, I'm taking the death thing as an extreme example of what you could see in the future.
Yeah.
So like that's like as far as it could go, and I'm saying that that's the reason I wouldn't pick future because I think that actually like overthinking is something that a lot of people do. Like I know I do it a lot. Like I know other people on the table have said the same, and it's a thing of like I think seeing your future is more likely to make you overthink for your future, which then debilitates you in moving forward into your future. And actually, like, do you not think that it would kind of take away some of the fun of life, of not knowing what's going to happen next? Like, you don't know what's around the corner, good or bad. Like, obviously, it's sometimes shit, sometimes it's amazing. But you know what I mean? Like, that's life. That is what makes
You
life.
never have any new experiences.
If you know,
and
you're changing what you're doing now, you know you're going to be altering your future. So then ultimately you still don't know.
So what?
But the risks still apply for when you go back in time.
Yeah.
What if you don't become what you were supposed to become, and you've just altered your whole future?
Whoa, the thing is though with that, you're always going to be what you're supposed to become, right? There's nothing you can do to ever not do that. But like when I say move into the future, I don't just mean like your lifetime. Like you can go.
Yeah, I want to go way back
into the future.
I want to go way.
Yeah, you go
back,
any time.
I want to go way back.
Like you're not limited by your lifespan. I'm not saying that you can only go back to when you like were 0. I'm saying you could go back to 5,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago. You could see dinosaurs if you wanted. Like, or you can go into the future and see what civilization is like 20,000 years from now.
You could see the end of the world.
I don't want to see the end of the world.
You could see the beginning of the world.
No, but you could. You might see it. You never know. Like, that's what I mean. Like that's the extent that you could see. Effectively, you could see like the beginning or end of the universe.
Yeah.
With this forward or back time. And I think I'd rather see how it started rather than how it
I don't think personally. I don't think the universe has a beginning or an end. I don't think it.
Okay.
I don't think there was ever. I think the universe has been one continuum. I don't think there was ever a
Doesn't
start or
that
end.
go against all the laws? Like matter can't be created.
How can man be created from nothing? What is that? What kind of law is that? What's the
But
law
isn't
that abides by
isn't
that?
that what God is
Wait, but
about?
reining
It's
it in,
divine,
reining it in.
isn't it?
Wait, back to the topic of like, would you rather go into the future or the past?
I would say future.
So future. Okay.
Yeah. What about you guys? What would you
say?
I go back to the past.
Why do you want to go back to the past?
I don't know, I just wouldn't want to see my future. It takes away like the fun of like the whole experience.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. Yeah.
Because that's what life is about, isn't it?
The unknown, right?
Yeah.
Because like say, if you can go into the future, you are eliminating a lot of the
What would be
unknown.
the point in knowing what's going to happen tomorrow or the day after that or the day after that? Like,
Or
But see, my point is when I say I want to go to the future, is more like, am I doing the right things? I just want a glimpse, not to see exactly how everything pans out. So when you catch a glimpse, you know, actually, I'm not going to
But how
end
could
up.
you control yourself?
for me, that would be determined by what you're doing.
But how
in
can
the
you
present.
control yourself in your past? So if you want to go to your past and you want to eliminate certain
I don't know if I'd
experiences,
actually want to go to my own past.
I wouldn't.
I don't think I would ever want to go to my own past. I think I would actually just go to the past.
like in general.
Yeah.
So are you saying that you would want to travel in time but not be able to do anything about it?
Yeah. Because the thing is like as we've all basically said, like you become what you become. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I don't want to change that because I don't think it's important. Like I'll always become what I'll become. So me altering things will just alter when I become those things. And I'm not really that fussed about that. So personally, I'd rather just use it to see all the things that I've wanted to see, like
Yeah.
previously, and also like just like there's so much learning and like. So I'm really into like learning about cultures and shit like that. Like so I love learning about like how different people like have lived and like their history and stuff. Like going to like a lot of questions with like Banky and Claudia about like Nigerian history and stuff because I just find it really interesting. And like that shit would be so cool to see, like seeing all that stuff, like all the different like civilizations and like shit like that would be mad. Whereas like I don't really care about what's gonna happen next because it's not something you can know.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like it's so endless in the sense of like obviously the past is also endless, but like the future is in my eyes even more endless. That it's like you're not gaining anything from that.
I think I'm reclaiming my power by knowing my future.
I do get that because I completely understand what you're saying. Like, if you can go into the future, and then like say you see something you don't like,
You're in
you
control.
could change your
Even-
habits. You could change the
Well,
things that you do in the
exactly.
present.
And it's just
Well, you don't know,
glimpse.
but then you
That's
could-
the thing.
yeah.
That's the thing. Like, it's like for me, it's pointless because, and in my opinion, it's pointless in me changing anything in my timeline, future or past, because like it's pointless. Like we've all agreed that essentially we'll all be what we'll be. So like, what's the point of you changing one bad event 2 years in the future, or 3 years in the past,
But
or
wouldn't that
7
still
years
apply
in
if
the
you're
future?
going to change anything in your past?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't want to change my past or future. So for me, it's all about whether I'd rather see the future or the past, like without myself in it, and I'd rather see the past.
See,
What
when I'm-
about you, though, AJ? What do you think?
Have you seen the movie Click? Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
I prefer to be in the present.
You prefer to be in the present.
Yeah.
What? And what? Neither. You wouldn't want to go either into the past or the future.
But if you had to
I'd
go,
rather
if you had to choose which one.
future.
You'd rather go to the
Okay.
future. Or would you like
Because
the
I
ability to
wanna
stop?
progress.
Would you like the ability to stop time? Because in Click, that's what it does, right?
Yeah,
He pauses time for a little bit
Fix your
and does whatever he wants to do. Because then you gain technically infinite time, right? 'Cause if you can imagine all the work you could get done if you just paused it,
Yeah.
like, and then
Yeah.
you unpause time.
Yeah.
But
then
if
it's
that's
like
your
back to normal.
your habit, even if you pause time, you'll still muck about until you'll procrastinate until the last minute, wouldn't you? Because I think if I stopped time, I wouldn't get anything done still.
well, I would become a
Well,
professional gamer.
there's something interesting.
All them
about it.
hours, all them gym hours you can put in, bro.
In,
All
Dra-
them hours
in
you
Dragon
can
Ball
put
Z,
in.
yeah, they have this concept of like
Hyperbolic time
the
chain.
hyperbolic time chain, yeah?
Yeah.
And in it, one day is equivalent to 1 year of like Earth time. So they go into it and they like train for like one Earth day, but it's one whole year in their like time. So when they leave it, they
They've been in there
basically
for, like,
gain
365
they
years.
gain like 365 days worth of like whatever training. But like I think that's an interesting concept.
I think that would be
It's
like,
like-
so fucking awesome.
But that's
Like,
self-discipline.
Mm.
Self-discipline to get what you want to get done.
Okay. Would it change your opinion if? Okay. So same question. but you can't intervene. So you can go to the past, but you can't intervene. You can go to the future, but you can't intervene.
That's where I'm saying I'm reclaiming my power. I can't intervene in the future anyway,
Yeah.
but I can intervene in the future by going back to the present
Yeah, yeah,
and
you can.
altering
Yeah.
things. So you
Yeah, that's true.
that's where I'm reclaiming my power. I
Yeah.
think essentially.
Because that
my
makes
issue is
sense, but you
probably
can't do
with
that if you
power.
go in the
Well,
past.
you could. Well, as in obviously in the non-intervening question, you can't. But you could, if you could intervene, you could change your past, which would change your present.
Yeah, yeah. But if I'm saying
But if you can't
Yeah.
intervene, I'd still choose the past.
you still choose.
Because
just to
for me,
see.
I don't even want to go to
Yeah.
my timeline. So
Yeah.
yeah. What about
Yeah, would it make a
Wouldn't
difference?
make a difference.
Would you prefer to intervene or not intervene?
Wouldn't intervene.
In
You
your
wouldn't want
past.
to intervene.
No. Because everything's shaped me to like who I am today.
Yeah, facts.
No way. No matter how shit it was, I needed those experiences
Yeah.
to make me who I am today and to
Facts.
shape me. So
Big time. But I do think it'd be like there are some things
So
it's
what
like
are
I
you
could
saying?
have done
You'd
that.
rather go future?
I'd rather go into the past personally.
Okay, yeah.
Because firstly, I'd like to see my life. I'd rewatch my childhood firstly. Because I'd know more about myself.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause I'd be able to see all the experiences that I made.
Essentially, it's soul rehab. If you process your childhood traumas and you know how they happen and why they happen and how you process them at the
Yeah,
time.
definitely that aspect too. And then I feel like history is in large repeating, like it's a self-repeating thing. I'd like to see where like you said, like going back to like ancient cultures and stuff. I'd like to see where they went wrong, like what they did that.
So
made
for
them
me,
go wrong.
first place I would go is Rome.
Rome,
Because Rome
okay,
was so
mad empire.
so far ahead of its time
Yeah.
that like I want to know what happened when Rome stopped, because there's basically a blanket of time where like Rome had like ships, like amazing like war machines and shit like that. They were so developed in technology, but then it stops.
Right.
Like it seems to disappear. No, everything else it went dark ages.
Yeah.
Like all that technology stopped until much later.
Mm.
And I want to know what happened between that
Yeah.
that cycle, that kind of dark part of history.
People say like you can say that for like Atlantis, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like go back in time, like because there's loads of advanced
Obviously.
civilizations from the past.
Like obviously I love dynasties as well, so I fucking want to
Yeah,
see that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. I would like to see that as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot of mystery surrounding
Where, okay, so we've all decided where we want to go.
Yeah.
What would be the first place you go? Because I already answered it. What
I
be
would
the
go to
first
my
one?
childhood. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go to my childhood to begin with. Yeah.
He wants to stay in the
If you-
present.
Okay.
He just wouldn't go.
He just, I'm right here.
So if you're gonna go into the future, where are you gonna go?
Career. I want to know where I'm gonna end up. I'm very confused now. I think that's
Fair
what
play,
it is.
fair play, fair play.
So how far down the line are you thinking? Are you looking late stage career, like 60s,
Late.
70s, or are you looking like in
10 years. Yeah.
10 years. I would say 10 years. I think looking in your 60s and 70s, like you could be retired by then. How would I know if I took a glimpse and I'm just in a yacht somewhere?
Well, you know your life was good. Like
Exactly. I'll just keep doing me. What about you? Where would you go?
probably sounds really silly, but like my dad's era, like when he was growing up and what, like he went through a lot.
Yeah, same.
And he talks about it a lot.
Yeah.
And it's hard to imagine, hard
Yeah.
to picture. So I'd like to see that and
Like-
see what he went through.
Okay.
interesting.
Would you want to see it from an outside perspective or from his perspective?
From his perspective.
Ooh, interesting.
But don't you travel through time every time he speaks to you? Because that's his own
You do that.
perspective.
That's that psychological time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Whenever he speaks about it, isn't that you going back in time and watching it from his perspective? Because you are. It's his perspective that he's saying.
Giving you his view and stuff.
Yeah. That's when we said like, what you focus on is your reality. So his reality might have been different, but his perspective was his own.
I guess maybe from the outside then, just to see it.
Really.
Yeah, just experience it.
Yeah, that would be nice. Because there'd be so much to learn. I
Yeah,
definitely get that.
definitely.
Such different times.
And I think it would make me
Pre-internet.
appreciate
fucking
a
hell,
lot more.
pre-internet.
Appreciate a lot more.
Because yeah, loads of people say, well, especially women, they're like, I remember when men were men. Do you know what I mean? Like loads of people say that, like, oh,
Yeah.
when like
Or chivalry's dead
when
now.
men were,
Yeah.
or yeah, or chivalry's dead. It's like, because one thing I find funny is like with that in particular, like I don't know if you guys have ever seen kind of like TV series or movies from like the 50s, but it's super misogynistic, right?
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
all the men are just cheating.
I wouldn't be able to live in that era. I'd lose my shit.
Yeah. But obviously it's like commonplace. But that's the time when it was like the most romantic, right? Like that's when men are doing all this kind of
Isn't
X,
that
Y, and Z.
manipulation though?
What?
Because society, as it is, made women feel that inferior to men that they just took it and that was romantic for them. Just him coming home.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. See, I would definitely love to go back in time to see how that actually started. Because I don't understand at what point, like, men appear to have taken dominion over women, right, and
I
subjected
think it
women.
was physical
Well,
at
it depends who you
first.
talk to, isn't it?
You think it was physical at first?
Cavemen.
It depends who you talk to, because the Bible, there's actually like a really
There's
big
bare
part.
quotes, there's bare
a
quotes.
massive part in Adam and Eve that basically what happens is not to get too Christian on it, but basically like Adam and Eve, yeah, obviously Eve takes the fruit, blah blah blah. When God sees them, yeah, he's like, because you chose the fruit first, you will like you have pain from childbirth, so always remember this. But also you will be like basically the servant of your husband. Like you will love him forever and do basically what he says. So that's like
Yeah, it does say that it's like
in some people's
you will be
world,
subservient
that's
to
the
your husband.
first dominion of when man was above
Yeah.
woman.
See, that's different. So for us in Islamic religion, women are actually celebrated for all these things. So like childbirth, if a woman, for example, dies during childbirth, heaven straight away because it's the hardest thing in the world to push a life out of a life. So women are actually celebrated for that, and it doesn't make them inferior to men in that sense. And even in the scriptures, it says that men and women to God are the same.
Yeah.
So it pushes equality more than anything else.
It doesn't say that like heaven is under your mother's foot. Or something.
Yeah, it is.
That's a sick
That's a
thing.
quote.
That's a sick quote.
Even for when you take care of your parents, it says your mother. First your mother. You look at you first serve your mother, and then your father, because that she's given you life.
Yeah.
Not that it diminishes what your dad has done,
yeah.
but all the physical work and staying up for
A
the
mother's
child.
love is special. Yeah. Big time. Yeah.
Even the pain of childbirth, it's not something. It's so massive that it's so difficult and so intense that you forget about it, and that's what pushes your nature to breathe because you forget the pain, and it's not something that you can register. It's that intense.
I think another reason why I find it, I'd be interested in going back in time to see how that played out as well, is because I feel like when we talk about like ancient Roman Greek times and that, like they like men, like the way they talk about women is like women weren't intelligent. Like they talk about they would like men would have relationships with men only. They didn't even believe that you could have a relationship with a woman. Like they didn't believe that you could have like they didn't believe you could talk intellectually to a woman, and like that's why loads of them like would like have sex with young boys, like because they didn't even see women as like at all equal to them. But I'm like, obviously I don't believe that, but I also feel like have women also always been like mad psychologically, like much more psychologically advanced than men. And like,
Definitely, I agree.
and have they always been like able to quote unquote manipulate like men
Women can be more
from their
manipulative.
perspective? Is it? I do think women are more manipulative.
Women have,
or high capacity for manipulation.
yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah.
So the question is though, because you know what's I find strange about the Roman and like Greek eras is that even though men seem to always play the part, it's like there's some places. So Sparta, for example,
Yes.
was mad. So obviously it was
Mad.
pure male like dominated society theoretically, yeah? But at the same time, no. Because
No,
like
exactly.
because
No.
like it was that Spartan men were like obviously held up to be like great. Yeah, that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Spartan women were also held up to be
Right.
greater than any other man, basically.
Yeah.
So like it was like Spartan men, Spartan women, and then anyone else. Like you know what I mean?
All I
Because they.
can think of is this. Is Sparta.
Yeah. And like, but also when they think about gods and stuff, like
There's
there are
pure
some crazy,
female deities.
but there are also some female deities that you wouldn't associate for that time period, like Diana,
Yeah.
who's the goddess of hunting,
Yeah.
which is like you would have thought that would have been a man's job. But
Well, you say that, yeah. You say that, but that's what's funny because when you look at lions, right?
Yeah.
Female lions do all the hunting.
yeah,
Trash, men are trash.
But no, but it's funny, yeah. 'Cause I was thinking about this, yeah, and I was like, in the UK, for example, yeah, like I think in the world as well, like the biggest killer of men under like 50 is suicide, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've been trying to think about like why that is, and I'm like, is it meant to be in nature that there's always meant to be more women than men? Because you have 3 times as many female ancestors as you do male ancestors.
Do
Just
you?
like because there's way more women. There's way more women in the past than there were men. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, do you think there's like I was like wondering, is there kind of like an inbuilt feature in nature that like an instinct that kicks in a man that's like you don't have a place because there's too many other people or something, and that makes a man like basically want to end his own life because he like feels like he has no place in life.
I do think.
Does it come from the pressure to provide, and if you feel like you're incapable of being in that position to provide?
So I think so my point is very simple. So it's like I think also the other thing, the biggest thing, personally, is the pressure on men to be men, which is like a ridiculous statement because it's just fitting a stereotype, which is not even in the present day. It's like back in 1900 or something. You know what I mean? Like you need to be strong, emotionless, the leader of the family, the breadwinner. But it's like that doesn't work in society anymore. You can't it's so rare to have only one person earn a living and be able to like sustain. Like,
and women just can do way more now.
And also it's like
do way more.
And also it's a thing of it's not like so one quote that I think I like about equality, and I think it's like really true, and I guess needs to be pushed more, is that men and women aren't equal, in the sense of like we're not supposed to do the same things. Men will be better at some things, women will be better at others. And it's the whole point of like there's men and women because a man and a woman together can do everything. So like you don't want to be like the same as a man if you're a woman, because women are there to do the things that men can't. Like, you know what I mean?
That's a bit
Like
exclusive of people who don't identify as male or female.
Okay. So.
oh, but that's a different topic. That's a whole different topic.
Okay. To dive into that topic, because this is something that I've been wanting to talk about on stream, but I'm not sure how to approach it.
Wait, so change topic. Let's go.
Aye. So
Bring
I'll
it
start
in.
this with how would you rate yourself on a masculinity or femininity scale out of 10?
I think I can be a 6 as a boy. Like I can't.
No.
Like,
How masculine?
Not like
so on a
not
scale,
like
if we put it on
as a
scale,
man.
like
Of
so
masculine
if
to feminine.
Yeah, so it's basically be like feminine going this way, masculine going this way.
Yeah.
Where do you put yourself? So if you're a
Out
7
of 10.
feminine, you'll be a 3 masculine,
Yeah.
Oh, if I'm feminine, I'll be 6 feminine,
4 masculine.
So you believe you're
not 4 masculine.
Yeah, so you think you're
this
6?
is-
You're
so it's a
six.
scale, yeah? So
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
slider, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
say it.
So
Right.
at this end, you've got 10 male, 0 female. And at this end, you've got 10 female, 0 male. Where do you think you fit on
Yeah,
this slide?
6 female.
So you think you're
Four
6
male.
out? You think you're okay?
6 female, 4 male.
Yeah.
Okay. What about
Or
you?
masculine? I don't know. I
think
don't
it's
know.
Yeah,
Right.
masculine, yeah.
Feminine.
Okay.
Okay, so
What would you rate yourself? What would you rate yourself? Okay.
good.
Because I would rate myself 7 out of 10 on masculine and 3 out of 10 feminine. Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree. I'm 7 masculine, 3 feminine.
I would even say potential for 6 as well. I'd even say potential for like 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, why? Okay, why is it that you think that you're only, or not only, but why is it that you think yourself as like being 6 feminine and then
As
4
in-
and 4 masculine?
I think because I grew up with a brother, so I can understand a lot of how guys think in a way.
Masculine qualities.
Yeah. So not all of it, but as I say, like I'm more feminine because I think I'm more sensitive, more emotional.
Okay.
But I can also be non. Not to say that men are like that, but I can also have no empathy sometimes.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. I would say like I'd say that expression is feminine, right? I'd say
Yeah.
like to be able to express yourself.
To communicate, men are
To
not
be,
good at
yeah.
communication.
And I'd say the more masculine you are,
Yeah.
the
But
worse
live
you
it
are
up.
at communicating.
No, joking.
I'll give you more for communication. I think he communicates a lot.
Well, no, but I'm saying that could be
That
the
could be
two.
your two,
That could be the two. In
Yeah,
it, do you
fair
know what I
enough.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So what about you?
Yeah.
Why do you think that you're 7 feminine, 3 masculine?
What would you say are the masculine qualities that you have and the feminine qualities that you have?
Don't know how to approach this.
Well, it's just like it's only because I've been recently thinking about the qualities that I possess and like thinking about them in terms of polarity, right? In terms
Yeah.
of like masculine energy and feminine energy.
Yeah.
And like I was just trying to think about myself and like how that fit in. So I was looking at the qualities that I have that I feel like I'm
So
masculine. and
what
feminine.
are your feminine qualities?
So I would say that I'm quite an emotional person. Like, I'd say that I'm a
Yeah.
very emotional person, and like I'd say that itself is quite a feminine quality, and like for me that tips the balance like quite heavily in favor of being less masculine, because I think the more masculine you are, the less expressive you are of your emotions. Like you're
Yeah.
more likely to be like stoic, shall we say, like a person like the ideal man, right? When you talk about a man's man, is someone like in the face of any challenge, he doesn't get emotional. Like he's unfazed, right? He just keeps moving forward. He doesn't complain. He overcomes, right? Because
That comes across as a little bit nonchalant, and is that what we spoke about being cool? Do you think more men are labeled as cool than women?
yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
you
I
say
don't-
so, yeah. I would say so.
I would say so. I'm not hating on my gender.
No,
but
no,
I,
neither
like,
am I. I don't think it's
From what
disrespectful.
I look at it, like, yeah, I think.
But I think that's
I
because
think
men
they're
are
all cool.
more unapologetic. What I'm saying
yeah,
it's becoming more popular for women to be unapologetic as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's because I think that the world has become like increasingly feminized,
Yeah.
and like, not in a bad way, just increasingly feminized. And I think that's meant that like men are becoming more feminine, but I think that women are becoming more masculine, because like women are given much more opportunity to like take on things that have been traditionally masculine.
Yeah, I think in an ideal
Like positions of
world,
power.
we'd all be 5 feminine, 5 masculine, isn't it? Like, we're all
No, 'cause
in
you've got to have
harmony with
uniqueness.
each other's
Any
views.
other bit?
So I'm saying, so for me, I think the feminine qualities that I have, so emotion definitely. I think empathy is one of them. Like I feel like I can empathize quite well with people. But I think the other one is actually tolerance as well. I would say that I think tolerance is
Yeah.
a more female quality.
very much
than
so.
men. And I
Very
feel
much
like I personally am quite tolerant. Like,
there
what do
any
you guys
more-
think that is?
is there any more
Another
views?
question, but there's the blue one there.
Why do you think tolerance is more of a female?
Because I think that. So I'd say yeah. Like,
I think he means resilience.
well,
No,
okay,
no, no. I'm
I'd-
saying tolerance
Tolerance, like
of
tolerance
other people.
Of
other
other
people.
people.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
of any situation.
Yeah.
I'd say like it's in a woman's nature to have to put up with more things. Like especially when you look at something like childbirth, like when you're rearing a child, like you have to be more tolerant of
Yeah.
like
And
Pain.
understand
of
it.
like of definitely of pain, but also just like things that happen. And I think also because of how men being very forceful, like and women being subject to that forcefulness, a woman has to be more tolerant of that. Like they don't have to be, but I think like traditionally I think women have been much more tolerant because of like men like traditionally just won't take shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, a man will put his foot down and say like, no, you're not doing that. Like this is the way it's gonna be. And like because of the power inequality, women have been forced for most of our history to kind of been more accepting of that. Whereas I feel like something obviously is like, I would say the term I would use that like I think is very feminine is surrender, right? I think to surrender is feminine. Like,
But that's
no, I don't mean it.
I
No
know what
negative
you mean.
connotation.
I know what you mean, but I think that probably is why before women used to be inferior to men. Surrender to what they want, to what society wants, whereas now there's more of a rebellion towards it.
Yeah, and I guess you know what came to mind with that. So Amazonian women, in my opinion, like a 9 masculine, 1 feminine.
Say that again.
So Amazonian, in my opinion, would be like a 9 masculine, 1
Yeah.
feminine.
Yeah. I would say
Because
that.
they possess,
I would say
they
that.
are very much like, they're just basically male stereotypes in female bodies.
I also think that a masculine quality is acting, right? If you were to like in a way that take it on like romantic approach, yeah. Traditionally, a man would approach a woman, right? Like the prerogative should be on the man to move to a woman and like woo her, right? Like that's like typically how romantic encounters have been. And like I'm not saying right or wrongly, it's just like that's traditionally the way it is. Again. Like a woman is more like patient or like kind of waiting in like romantic exchange, and I feel like it's more put upon the man to act. And so I feel like
Do you think men love with their mind or with their heart more?
that's a deep question.
I think that's person's person.
I feel like men when they get married, I think it's mind, but women always go heart. But that's my opinion.
That's deep because like, there's so much levels to that. Because I feel like there's huge cultural aspects to that as well. When you look at something like arranged marriage, right? That's like in my opinion, like an arranged marriage, a strict arranged marriage, not one where like you've known the person for a long time, like one where purely like your family chose the person, another family chose you. Like to me, that's almost emotionless. It's like based on like best fit almost. Like your family has these connections, my family has these connections, and like the marriage between the two will be like positive. Like it has greater results.
Doing that, any
What?
of you,
Arranged
marrying
marriage?
out of your mind, like
Not anymore.
I can't.
Not anymore.
I can't.
I couldn't do that.
I can't do
tick
it.
all the boxes, so yes, but your heart is just not in it.
No, I can't do it.
I can't do it.
That's why I feel like
Has to be-
that's why I feel
has
like
to be-
there's a lot of feminine aspects to my personality.
Has to be
'Cause, like,
through
I
love.
can't. You see how many people I swipe no on Tinder? It's like it's because like it doesn't matter.
Yes,
It doesn't matter how
we
many.
witnessed that.
You saw how many because I'm saying like it doesn't even matter. Like if it was just a thing where I was like they're all women, right? Like I could talk to any one of them. I could do anything with any one of them. But like for me, if I don't have a kind of like an innate feeling, like an intuition, I feel like I can't do it. Like, I feel like there's nothing there like that I can act on.
Do you think that when men pursue women, it's because of how you've always been, how men are, men, like masculine nature? It's to
I think
hunt
it's
and
bare.
get what you want. You go and pursue what you want and you get it. So that's how men pursue women. I feel like once like the cliche is a guy's a fuckboy and then he finds the girl and he just pursues her and then he's just like, wow, innocent all of a sudden.
I find that interesting because I feel like for me personally, I feel like I'd want a woman to choose me. Like I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like if a woman has certainty about me, like she's attracted to me, right? Rather than like she's got neutral affinity, and then I've kind of like provoked like.
Yeah, I mean like she likes you, but you would be the one to make the first move. That's what I mean, to pursue it. To be
I don't know. I guess for me, it's not about the pursuit. It's actually just about like the connection. Like if you both feel the same way, like if you are both just as strongly in love with each other, that's how it works for me. It can't be one-sided.
I would be happy either way. I'm happy to approach or be approached. Like for me,
Yeah,
I
same.
don't think you feel like you can only be approached.
Yeah, I think
So
I've
fair.
always
That's
been
fair
used
enough.
to being approached.
Yeah,
So
it's traditional way, right?
But you never know.
I
You
don't
never
think
know.
it's traditional. I think it's with, maybe it's ego. Maybe like I feel like men sometimes, not everyone obviously, I'm just generalizing, but a lot of men wouldn't respect a woman as much if she approaches
Really?
them.
Well, that's
Why?
their ego.
Yeah.
Why do you think that? That's very interesting.
Like a cultural
That's
thing.
cultural.
I'm not talking about Arab culture, even here.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
this image.
So like if you have something and you don't have the
Would you think that? Do you like if a woman approached you?
interest to pursue it if you've got it?
Really?
You know what I mean? Like the forbidden
You
fruit.
think that?
You want what you
Damn,
have.
that's
Yeah,
really
throw it in the
interesting.
chase.
Because that wouldn't be my initial impression. Like, I wouldn't say that if a woman approached me, she's done it to loads of other guys. I would
Yeah.
just say that I'd say that she's like, she's just set in her mind, right? She likes me and she's approached me. Like, she's taken the, like, what do you call it? The proactive approach. So like, it wouldn't be my initial assumption that she's done that to loads of other people. Because it could be that maybe she's seen me
And
like,
everything's changed.
she's just felt like she's got such connection or attraction pull to me that she feels like she wants to make that approach. And maybe I don't know, do you know what I mean? Maybe I've never seen her.
See, when I'm talking about when men don't respect when women approach them, I'm not talking about that type. I'm talking about when, okay, so she's approached you, you know you've got her. You take things for granted. And then you just go do whatever you want, talk about, come back. It's there. Because you
That's how
trust that
they feel,
connection.
by the way. Half of the guys.
You could, but at the same time, it's like that's not what's going to make it work. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, whether they approach me or I approach them, that doesn't differ the relationship that I'll have because at the same time, as I said, like, has to be love. Like, if it's not love, then it's not going to be a thing either way, regardless of who approached who. So for me, it's like really minor thing of who approaches who. Because also sometimes it's situational.
You say it doesn't matter for you. It's interesting though, it's interesting because it's like you feel very strongly like you only want to be approached.
Well,
and you would
So
never,
far,
you
though,
would
I
never
would say
approach
so
a man.
far because you never know.
I think no. I've felt a connection with someone,
Yeah.
but it was I don't.
You've always waited.
I've always waited. I think maybe that's the
Is-
manipulation of it
no,
to
no,
make
but
them leave them wanting
In,
more.
would you say that in some aspects of that, it's because you feel like if a man doesn't approach you, it's because he doesn't want you?
Maybe, and partly that, yeah. And also, I don't want to be taken for granted that I've got her. Do you know what I mean?
No, but you never
Work for it.
have some. Like, you
Yeah,
can never have some.
You can never have
No,
someone.
I know that, but that's how some people think. Do you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
like maybe playing the safe side, or maybe like
So for you, it's about playing it safe.
I think for me to be attracted to a man is for him to make me feel like I'm the only person in the world for that, and I will reciprocate that and more. But I need that security first before I give the world to you.
Interesting, because I would say, see, for me, that's very feminine.
Yeah.
I think safety is feminine.
Yeah.
I think risk
Security.
is masculine.
Yeah.
I think and that's why I think there are that's why I think a lot of leaders are just men, because men will just
I
take
think
risks.
that's why, like you know how that perspective of the female, like the gender pay gap, is that men are more adamant or they will negotiate their contracts into having more pay, whereas women will be like they'll just take the contract. If you know what I mean?
Accepting of it, yeah.
Because I don't know if it's just like they're scared of how society is, and maybe because it's harder for women. Well, it has been harder for women before. That now they just want to take whatever opportunities that they can get, whereas men have always had these opportunities laid out for them, and they can
Do you think?
negotiate. Yeah, in
It's
a way.
interesting. Because I feel like as a man, you have no opportunities laid out. I feel like you have to fight for every opportunity that you
But
get.
that's because you're fighting other men. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
your
yeah,
competition.
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
as a male, not you, as a male
Yeah.
in general, a lot of opportunities are there.
Yeah, but also,
They prefer you as well.
Career-wise,
no
career-wise, yeah.
maternity leave. No, like
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to, leave work, have flexible hours. So.
that's super interesting. I'm just trying to think now, like how many women are just waiting to be approached by a man when they could just take the first
Make the
step?
move.
You know what I've seen a lot of people here in the UK. I'm not talking about back home, any other culture, just in the UK where they're like, like if a guy proposes, they would go for it because that's security number one, and plus no woman wants to be, single forever. But I feel like that's how society views you as a woman. You have to fulfill that. If you don't want to breed, like you're going against your nature. Your nature is, procreate. Apparently.
That's mad interesting. Because it's so individual.
Yeah.
Like if we were to talk to 10 different people, I feel like everyone would have a different
I
approach.
know someone who wants to leave a 4 or 5 year relationship just because she doesn't know if it's going to end in marriage. But she loves the person loves her. It's just that security. She's getting older. Just that need to fulfill that, not for herself, for society. That's mad. And that's coming from UK culture, not coming from westernized culture, not coming
Yeah.
from any
Yeah.
third world country or anything like that. Air quoting.
Would you take a man not approaching you as a lack of confidence?
No.
No.
Lack of interest.
You just purely lack of interest.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I think confidence is really attractive. And that comes from security. Like, if someone's
Could you
confident,
explain that more?
which part? Like,
When you say confidence is contracted, what do you mean?
is attractive.
Oh, is attractive. Okay,
It's
okay,
attractive.
yeah.
It's attractive to know that the guy can, give you the world. Because I know I can. But that's my perspective of it. If you know what you bring to the table, you want someone who can equally bring that or more. You either want that or more. Yeah.
Damn. Damn. See, I would say Drake is 5 out of 5. I'd say he's 5 masculine, 5 feminine.
People don't view. This is why some people don't view Drake as cool, because he's desperate for love. He is desperate for love. How many women has he dated? No. How many women has he
Well,
dated?
the
How
reality.
many women has dated, and he's always talking about how he can't keep a woman, even in his concerts. He's like, he's been in a relationship for 10
Well,
years.
he does have big abandonment issues though.
He's got what?
Abandonment issues. I mean, his father left him.
Yeah.
that's big. That I know that. I'd say the majority of like not well, I'd say the majority of men that like do like cheat on their like spouse or act unfaithfully, like it's because of their own sense of abandonment. Like they wanna leave. Yeah, they're insecure. Yeah.
I think men also like maybe jump to it. Maybe if they're insecure about their woman being approached, etc., like you will jump to something else just to establish your power back or reclaim your power back, because it's more powerful to know that that's my girl, no one can approach her. But once you feel a little bit threatened, you go cheat. Some men, like, I'm not talking about all men, but
well, the thing is, cheating's always difficult, yeah, because I feel like.
Some men do it out of insecurity, purely.
But I think some men also do it out of like impulse. Like if a woman is drawn to you, right? Like she makes herself sexually available to you. For a man, it's hard. Like it's hard to deny that. It's hard to deny because your impulse as a man is to like spread your seed, right? It's to procreate.
Yeah.
And so it's like for men, like I feel like do you know Dan Bilzerian? Dan Bilzerian, yeah, he's an American dude, right? He's won like over $50 million playing poker, but he's notorious for like sleeping with thousands of women. Like he has a pad. There's always got women coming in and out.
Do you believe in soul ties?
Wait, before we get that's enough. But he was saying, what?
It's been 55 minutes. And we went bare off topic there.
No, but it's just chatting,
Yeah?
innit? I don't know.
Alright.
You can split up the segments, all that kind of
Okay.
thing. But like he was saying, he said this quote. He was like, I feel obliged to fuck an attractive woman that wants to fuck me. So he said that. So more not, but I can understand that because it's like all these women that are like he's seeing as like 9s and 10s, right? Like they're immeasurably attractive to him.
I feel like
He feels like well he does identify with them in a lot of ways, but he feels like he has to have sex with them. Like
isn't that addiction?
yeah, in some degrees it is. But
I feel like the more you sleep around with someone, the less. I feel like it's harder for you to establish a pure connection with someone lifetime if you're slept around. I do
do
believe
you
in
though?
soul ties.
Do you?
I think so, yes, because you're less likely. I don't know.
How come? How come?
I feel like if you sleep around, like that massive intimate thing between a man and a woman, or any gender, let me be inclusive.
PG.
PG. You're ruining the
If I
intimacy.
turn this on, it's getting a little-
Yeah. So sex is really intimate.
Yeah.
So if you do it without any emotion, you're losing that intimacy of it. So when you do sleep with someone that you're in love with, is it really as intimate as it would have been if you didn't sleep around with it? If sex actually meant something to you?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean-
exactly. Because the thing is, like, some people, like, when they like have one night stands and stuff, right? It's like, I feel like the emotion is so high, like, you like for both parties, like, it's like I feel so strongly connected to you in the rawest form, like, you almost can't help it. You can't help but not do that, and it's like I think that is a pure connection.
Do you think that's the difference between having sex and making love?
Yeah. Well, I feel like
I think it's dependent on your actual connection anyway.
Yeah.
So like for example, if you just meet someone, they're attractive, but it's surface level attraction.
No, that's what I
Like
mean,
you
yeah.
just do having sex, and but at the same time, like I
When
think it's
someone you're in love
different
with.
when you love someone, it's different. Like because at the end of the day, like as in like from uni, like I had some people that I knew that used to like sleep around a lot, and like they were guys, but like they basically just like went and got what they wanted to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't do that to someone you love, like you know what I mean? Like I feel like it changes to like then you pleasure the other person more
Yeah.
because like you're in love with them. You know
See
what I mean?
that's difficult to me, yeah, because like something that I've come across that I didn't understand, but now I feel like I've been looking at it differently. It's like polyamorous relationships, right? Like there's tons of people that have multiple partners, like, and they say they love them equally. And at first I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, how can you love two people the same? I felt like you could only have that connection with one person. But I've realised that like there's no limits. Love is endless. There's no amount of love that you can feel.
I feel like when you have that strong connection, deep connection with someone, and you're that in love with them, that when you experience love in its purest form, I don't think you can then divide it between people.
What would you say is love in its purest form?
It's just I can't describe it. It's just a connection. It's the ultimate thing that always pulls you.
So, but why can't you have that with more than one person? If you are pulled to another person,
I
how
feel
is
like
that
it's
not
against
love?
nature, though.
In what way?
Well, nature would disagree with that. because like if you look at any other species and like well now men having sex with multiple partners is quite common.
But that's to procreate, the desire to spread your
Yeah,
seed.
but that is the nature part. You know what I mean? Like if you're looking at raw characteristics of nature, theoretically, the one is a concept for now, not a concept for pre-now.
So when you talk about religion and Christianity, Islam,
Yeah.
you
Well,
believe
yeah,
in
so
one
actually,
God,
yeah.
that love for one God, that
Yeah,
connection
well,
with one thing.
You may actually got me there because, to be honest, adultery in Christianity is not allowed. Like,
For me though, I feel like there's practical implications of that. Like when you look at society, like for human beings, if it's been mostly functioning because of like having like units or cells, right? Like you've got a family, like
Yeah.
a husband and wife,
Yeah.
and they have kids, and like the best way to support that family is the connection between those two people. But there's multiple examples of families, like how many Saudis are there with like 4 wives? Like it's bare,
But you
and
know
they've got
what?
perfectly
in
functioning families.
Islam, it's a little bit ambiguous, but it says like you can only marry if you can love them equally, treat them equally, do everything equally, and it just says in a verse after it, and you won't be able to. But people take things out of context.
It says that you won't be able to.
Yeah. I think before, like at the times of the Prophet, it was allowed for political connections to spread the religion, but it's not something that's practical in daily life, I don't think anyway. I don't think I could live in harmony with my man and another woman that's doing this. I couldn't share.
Yeah.
I
No,
feel
I can
like
understand that might be for you, but I believe it's possible for other people. That's
I
what
feel
I'm
like it
saying.
compromises the intimacy. If you can have the same amount of love when you do things with me and with someone else.
But would you say not to try and pick at your character, but would you say that comes from like insecurity? Like, would you say if you were fully secure, like in yourself, would you say that like you'd be content?
It might be greed.
Greed.
Not insecurity.
Because
more
you
like
want
greed.
you want to have
I
someone's
want all of
complete.
it.
You want
I want all of you.
all of you. But that's what I mean. But is that greed? Is that ego lust? Is that love?
I don't think it's no. If you love that person, you want them wholly for yourself.
Do you though?
They say if you love someone, you let them go.
You could, if that's the best thing for both of you. But then, is that really love if you then find something deeper? I feel like if you let them go and you find something deeper, it wasn't that love in its
No,
purest
but
form.
wasn't it though? Because like love, your love can evolve,
There's
right? Your
different
love can
tiers of
grow.
love, but I'm saying in its purest, most, like when you get to the extreme of love, like that's it. I can't love anyone any more than that. But I can't say anything like that because I'm not a mother. Apparently, that's when you experience love.
But I don't know, when, like talking about love in the extreme though, but like love is also a spectrum, right? It's also like it is like a slider,
That's
and it's
what I mean
like,
in that.
but it's like I don't think that like, even though I could say that the love I had at like 17 was immature, I wouldn't say that's not love now. I would just say I had an immature perception of love. Do you know what I mean? I would just say it was unevolved. I wouldn't say that it wasn't love though. I would just say that it was of a less degree
That's where
than
I'm
maybe what I can
different.
experience now.
I don't think that the guy I dated in high school was like love. It wasn't.
Fair in retrospect.
It
That's
wasn't.
fair.
I think I've only experienced love once.
Fair. It's tricky though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, because I don't know.
Subjective,
I do
though.
feel like inherently you can love people equally. Do you know what I mean? Like, you love your friend. Like, would you say you love one of your friends more than the other one? It's like you can't because you love your friends more than the other person. You can't have friends at the same level. Because I feel like there's no limit to the amount of friends I can have. Do you know what I
But
mean?
I feel like to trust someone and build a life with that person, you choose that person for a lifetime. Can you make that same commitment to? I think it's also convenient. You can make that same commitment with a lot of people. I think it's really hard to find one person you want to commit to your whole life. It's fucking scary.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm like, I wouldn't deny that, like, I wouldn't even say it's impractical to like be in a situation where like I love someone and then like we come across someone else because maybe like we don't fulfill each other's needs to the highest degree. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe we love each other in the deepest possible way, but there are other needs that the other person can't fulfill because like not everybody's gonna tick 10 out of 10 boxes for everybody. Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like if you do find that person that's meant for you, so your soulmate, I think they will tick everything. There will be compromises. There will be compromises.
so now you're moving on to soul ties, right? Like,
Kind of.
and you're talking about like,
I think when you experience like love in that purest form, like none of the things actually matter. Years down the line, like some things, if you see it in a new person, a trait, say if you saw it before in the person that you loved, and you see it in someone new, you wouldn't choose that person because that puts you off, but because you've loved the person that you loved before, that really wasn't even in the equation in the first place because it just overcame that.
okay, what do you mean by like it doesn't matter? Like
She's saying,
like
what
you
she's saying
over-
is that
When you're
basically
in
like,
love, like it doesn't.
say you started dating someone, yeah? So your first date, yeah? Let's say you hate people that chew with their mouth open. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, and they start chewing mouth open, yeah? You're gonna be like,
wouldn't
fuck
even
this
notice.
date, we're not going on another date, alright? Because fuck that. Yeah? But then let's say that you were dating this girl for ages, bro. Like you've known her, you've loved her for years, bro. And then one day she's just like, you know what, I'm gonna start chewing my mouth open, yeah? You'd probably be more likely to excuse that because you love them.
Sometimes you wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah.
But it could also more.
It could also jar you, but at the
thing
same
is,
time,
I
you're
do-
more
I think it
likely,
would matter. I
you're
do
more
think it would
likely to kind of overlook it,
Yeah, I do
because you
think-
love them,
yeah.
rather than like with a new person who like you don't know or love, like, you know what I mean?
You've never been able to love again. How did you know that was love?
Bullshit.
I feel like because you're unable to love again, you know that was it. That was that.
You're unable to love again.
Yeah, but how do you know that?
What do you mean? If you try, if you're unable to, you know that what you've experienced was that, the ultimate thing. But if you're open to finding something new and you do find it,
Yeah, that's
then
what I
that
mean.
means that it was love,
But you
but
found
in an
something.
early stage.
Yeah. Okay.
So there maybe, I think you only, your reality is as much as you know it to be. You don't know what you don't know. If you haven't experienced more love,
That's what I mean.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So for now, I've only loved once. I don't know later on, maybe more. So that's what I can say for now. So I'm not talking about like my whole life. So if I don't find that love again, then I would know that that was
The one. Okay.
Interesting. Okay, so I guess this. So you believe in the one, right?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe in the one? You believe in the one. Do you believe in the one? And Jay believes in the
Yeah,
one.
you know.
See, I don't think I believe in the one. I think that's a myth. I think like
Convenience though.
not
Loving
really.
out of convenience or like logically loving someone.
No, because I feel like when it comes to one, it's like it's not like a fairy tale, but it's like a really idealized version of reality. Like when it comes to like actual human relationships, like there are so many factors, like you said, that like are unknown, and I don't know. I just feel like when it comes to like the one, like I could always say it is almost convenient for there to be a one, because then it like kind of excuses like.
I don't think so. It's inconvenient to have just to be the one. Say if you lose the one, it's not convenient. And if you
How can you lose the
don't
one?
ever find the one,
How can you lose the one?
well, that's what I'm saying. Like there's always that risk. If you lose the one,
No, but see, that's not how I see it. Because I'm really on that fate. For me, the one, you'll always end up with the one. You'll always end up.
that's what I mean. But I'm saying
You
like
can't lose them.
you can for a while, and then
Yeah, but you'll always end up with them.
that's what. Yeah, that's maybe I didn't communicate it. But I feel like if you can, like,
Because like, see for me, like I'm not gonna say, I wouldn't go so far as to say like anybody could be the one, but it's like I know
Have you
there's so
ever
many
been
factors.
in love?
Yeah, I feel like I have been in love. Like I was in a relationship for like 6 years, and like I loved her. Like I still love her, but I mean at the same time, there's more to a relation than love. Like do you know what I mean? Love is work. There's always effort that has to be sustained in it. Like it's easy. Like there are so many things that I feel like you can overlook because you're in love, but at the same time, like you can't use love as an excuse to overlook things. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you can't just let things go into the background just because you love someone.
So it's like the love for you is there and always there, but the love for myself is just a little bit more. Is that what you mean?
No,
So
no,
like
no,
when
no.
you don't overlook things because you love yourself, you have that respect for yourself to be like, this isn't working. I have to try something else.
I mean,
Are you trying to say because what I'm hearing is what I kind of feel, which is like just because you have the one, yeah, doesn't make them perfect. Like you know what I mean? Like let's just say
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just say the chewing thing. Yeah? For example, like say they did start chewing with their mouth open. It's like that's the point where you'd be like, yo, don't really like this, and you talk about it and you work on it. But like that's the thing, like no one's ever going to be perfect.
Yeah.
But in my impression, it's like no matter what they do, you always know that they're the one, and you'll work through whatever
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a gut feeling, I feel.
Yeah. Well, they say when you know, you know.
When you know, you know. So, can I say something here? You said everything is predetermined. Sometimes fate can be predetermined. Whatever
Well-
you're meant to fulfill, you will fulfill. So whoever you're meant to end up with, I think, don't you think that that's the one? You've experienced other people that could have been the one, but that was the one. That
Yeah.
was it.
yeah,
Wouldn't that
I
make
guess
the
yeah,
one
you
the one?
could say that. You could say that for sure. I guess like for me, I don't know, like we hold up the one like in such like great esteem.
On a pedestal?
Yeah, exactly. And so it becomes a thing where it's just like, oh, like you would like from that logic, it's like, oh, the one wouldn't cheat on me or something like that, or like the one wouldn't hurt me, or the one wouldn't do things to me. And it's like,
That's subjective to people, right? What the one would do and what the one wouldn't do.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, it is subjective. I don't know. It's so difficult. Like I'm not gonna deny the one. Like I can't deny the one. But at the same time, I'm like,
You believe there might be more.
I think there could be multiple ones. Do you know what I mean? And like, I don't think I wouldn't even say that that's a lesser form of love. Like if you had, I don't think just because you married 4 people, like all of those people were like wrong. It's just like maybe they were right for that period of time. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't think that the one has to be forever. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like we hold the one in esteem where it's like I meet the one till I die. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like I'll ride out
Love
until I
till
die.
death do us part.
Yeah.
That is marriage. That's the whole concept of marriage.
It is. But like I guess like when I've been thinking about love recently, like I used to think that like hate was opposite of love. I was like, if you hate someone, don't love them at all. But I realized it's not that at all. Like if you hate someone, it's actually out of love. Like you're acting out of love. It's because you want them to be different. You want things to be different
I
than
agree.
how you want it to be, right?
Yeah.
And so you.
What if someone's just a dick to you? Like,
Yeah,
as
but do
in
you
a
truly
dick-
hate them then, or do you just dislike them?
like, if you never cared about that person, that person is just a dick.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of like people you encounter
Yeah,
like
yeah,
at work
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
That's true.
Yeah, because obviously everybody has their own kind of internalized view of how they want things to be, right? And then like that operates into their perspective of love, and it's like if something goes against that, they feel like you're harming or you're going against
Do you
what
think
they
hate
perceive
lasts?
love. Yeah, I do.
I don't.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Yeah, my dad. Yeah, my granddad died in 2018. My father refused to go to his funeral, and like to me, that's an example of hate enduring, right?
Yeah.
In the final moment
Someone's
of his life, right? In like that's like the last chapter of his existence, right? My father chose to make an active decision
not
to reject him in like the final moment. Like to me, that's pretty deep enduring disdain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you that when my dad dies, like he'll still feel the same way he did like last year, but at the same time, like clearly it's feelings that he felt from before in his earlier life
Yeah.
that have definitely sustained throughout his life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's sustained over 60 years.
So that means love lasts too.
100%. Love is eternal. 100%. But I guess
For
it's
one
like
person.
things I don't think it's just for one person. I think it's like we want it to be for one person because like I feel like that's almost what society is like prepped us for. It's like indoctrinated you into. Like I think it can be one person, but I think it can also be many people as well. Because it's like some people are like in your life to teach you a lesson, right? And it's like they're just temporary. Like, you know, people like say friends are for seasons in some ways.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everybody's had friends that, you know, you've like they've had parts in your life and they have lesser parts in your life. Maybe they come back, like, do you know what I mean? Like, they're not always there, but it doesn't mean that like doesn't mean that your love for them fades. Like, it just changes.
It
It evolves.
diminishes.
Does it diminish though? Why does it diminish?
I think love is connection. So if you lose that connection with someone, you don't keep in touch. It diminishes a little
No,
bit.
I disagree.
No. I mean, like, if you never speak again, they go into your passive mind.
No, because I'm saying there's people that
So you
I
care
know.
for them.
No, but there's people that I know that like I'm saying I know like will always be friends in the sense of like I could not speak to you for 10 years.
I know
Like
what
Dan
you
Clark,
mean,
innit?
but
And then
that's
chat
not,
to you
that's not the
like
thing that
we
I'm
spoke
talking
yesterday.
about. That's not the type
Yeah.
of friendship that I'm talking about. I'm talking about friends that you met, you fell out, and then that's it. You don't talk. You've loved them. Would you always love
No,
them like the same?
I think that's the ego thing. Personally.
Yeah.
I feel like when you have a disagreement with someone, that's your egos clashing, right? That's me having values, you having values. Our values clash, and then I feel like then there becomes an impasse where someone is
Okay.
both parties are unrelenting.
Speaking from
So-
experience, I'm saying no. I still love the person, even though they hurt me.
So okay,
As a
going
friend.
back to your high school girlfriend, do you think that love is diminished?
No, it's not
You
diminished.
still love her the same.
Yeah, like because like if it did diminish, like you're saying, is it love? Like if it can diminish, was it really
But
real?
that's the thing. Are you gonna love the one the same way?
You don't know until you meet them.
But it's never the same, isn't it?
No, but you're
It's
saying
always more.
no, but even from what you said earlier.
No, but see, that's what you're saying. It's more. I don't think it's more. It's just unique. It's individual. It's not more. I don't think it's like.
I think it is.
I don't think I'll have more love. Like, I don't think I could have had more love for the person. Like, maybe okay, in 10 years I could look back and say, yeah, I could have loved them more. Like, there's more things I could have done. But like, I feel like my intuition tells me that like I had the most love for them. Like, I couldn't have like at the level of knowledge that I had, at the level of experience that I had, I did all the things that I could have done for them at that time. But it just means like just because things didn't work out, it doesn't mean that like that love vanishes or that love diminishes. It just means that like I can't play an active role in their life.
See,
And I don't think not being active in someone's life means that you don't love them.
So I would think back to my high school life and I don't feel anything towards him.
No, but that's because I feel like your love is now clouded by hatred.
I don't hate him. No, high school, he's my friend.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
it's a
don't. I
different
care
one.
about him, but I don't love him. It's diminished.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you,
But then
do
did you love him in the first place?
Yeah, but what kind of when you say you love him, what kind of do you not love him romantically anymore? Because there's a lot of different ways.
Romantically, yeah,
you don't
yeah,
maybe you don't
yeah.
have any like sexual
But
attraction.
I wouldn't say I love him as a friend.
You wouldn't even.
We're not
What do you-
close
what do you
friends.
mean You
We're
don't
not
love him.
close
How's he
friends.
your friend if you don't love him?
Like as an acquaintance, like we'll say hi to each other, happy birthday.
That's
we see
not-
each other, we hang out, but it's
That ain't
just,
no friend to me. Ain't no guy that.
Okay,
no
so
guy
I'm
that I-
saying,
that I-
okay, so our example, and we feel differently about it, but so that we had a friend, or we have a friend, that basically
had or have.
we have a friend.
we have a friend,
Yeah.
but basically,
For personal reasons in his life.
in my opinion, has hurt me like a lot with what happened. But I wouldn't say that the love for him has changed. I still love him, but like at
The
the same time,
circumstances have changed.
the circumstances have changed.
Yeah.
And there is a feeling of like pain, but it doesn't diminish who he is. Who he is to me.
Because
You know what I mean?
sometimes
I think-
circumstances can get in the way
Yeah.
of like your active bond with another person.
Maybe I agree with you. Maybe I never loved that person.
And it's hard to determine because it's hard to figure out what love is.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you know, you know. Like, and that's
I
the
agree.
difference.
That's how I can't really describe.
Can I hear that melody?
Yeah. That, I agree. I think that's why I feel like the one is when you do know.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I can't deny that when you do, like, when you know, but like, when does that period of knowledge come from? Do you know what I mean? Like, when do you know? You might not know until you die. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like something that comes along quite commonly, I feel, with the idea of the one is that, like, it's like love at first sight. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just saw them and, like,
Attraction, not love.
some people believe in love at first sight, though. And like I wouldn't deny it, but I do also feel like hindsight's 20/20, right? Like, you don't know, like, you can't get a complete picture of something until after the fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if someone, for your future husband, you know, like, say they choose to, like, say they go through some period of instability and they, like, someone else catches their eye, right? And they, like, you break up, whatever. But then, like, and like you break up for like a couple, any amount of time,
Yeah.
a year, 5 years, whatever. But then after that period of time, like, they have realizations that, like,
It was
like, well, they have realizations that, look, like, I want to be with you. Like, you're the one for me, right? They're saying that to you.
Yeah.
Like,
I do believe that happens,
so you wouldn't say that, like, that wouldn't like come into contention with your view of the one.
No, I do believe that can happen. But that comes from where I agreed with John, where you always end up with the one.
So it's people that don't end up with anybody. So people that don't end up with anybody, right? Like, just single their whole life, or like they never settle down with anybody. Would you say, like, there's just no one for them?
No.
You just think there was no one for them in this lifetime?
No, I wouldn't say that. Choices. That's why I'm scared of things like when things you're always meant to end up with your choices. Do your choices lead you to the one?
But can you choose the one?
No. You can't choose the
How
one.
can you choose? How?
If you choose, I feel like it's out of convenience and then it's not the one.
Yeah, you're settling.
Yeah, settling.
Is it convenience though? Like, if you have a vision, right? Like, you see someone, it's like you can see so many qualities about them. Like, they're beautiful. You can see, like, how good-hearted they are, the values that they have, and you know that if you worked at it, it could be something. Is that a choice, or is that not a choice?
It is a choice, but I feel like when you know it's the one, it's a gut feeling that will make you do it. Like, you'll always choose to work on it. Why is he throwing up gang signs?
No, it's not. It's not. Anyway, have we changed topic now? Are we still on
Well,
the same
you got
one?
anything you want? Bro, we're talking, we're just chatting, bro. You can talk about anything you
You
want
do
to
you.
talk
You
about.
tell us what you want to talk
Yeah.
If you've got
I
something on
don't
your
know.
mind, bro, let it free it, bro.
I ain't got nothing right now. But like,
Should we tell them about the manipulation?
we got
Oh, it's your thing. It's your thing.
Yeah.
You're really interested in it. Like,
What do you think manipulation is?
okay.
Do you think people can be manipulated or not? That's the background is Kieran thinks you have a choice in what you do, so you can't be manipulated. I believe that you can.
No, so I believe that you can be manipulated, but I feel like manipulation only goes so far. So I do think it takes both parties. Because basically I'm saying that, like, let's just do a simple example. Say I was like, I don't want to eat dairy milk. Yeah? Say I don't want to eat dairy milk. But then, like, that's just my decision. That I
Fair
make.
things you don't want to eat.
But it's in, yeah, I know. But like, but it's the thing of like, that's in my subconscious shit. I've lived my life where I don't want to eat, yeah? And I'm saying like, say someone really wanted me to eat, yeah? Like dairy milk, yeah? Then it's a vibe of like, they could try and manipulate me, yeah, by playing my emotions so that I'm like, it looks more appeasing to me. But at the end of the day, whether I eat it or not, it's completely up to me.
Yeah.
So it does take me kind of accepting it, but at the same time, you could put a case so hard forward that it's like,
hard to
kind
refuse.
of exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still my decision. And also, it's also because I feel like a lot of manipulation is actually playing on people's emotions.
Yeah.
So it's like you're putting them in a situation where they're gonna
exactly
say
what I
yes,
said.
but like it is actually still their decision. Because theoretically, if you ever looked at it logically,
Yeah.
you would be able to understand the situation you're in, because it's all emotion.
That's
Manipulation
what
is
he
all
said. What
emotion.
he said was willpower to not
It's-
choose it.
Manipulation for me is all emotion. Like you don't like if you think about like a hostage situation, you know?
Yeah.
Like if they're like, we've got your mum, do something, like do something for us, like get us money or something, they're manipulating you because of emotion.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's not logical. Like obviously, yeah, you don't want something to happen to your mum, but like nothing has happened to them. You know what I mean? Like they're in a situation where they're in danger, but nothing has happened to them, and they want you to give them money because you don't want the emotion of something happening to them. You know what I mean? Or it's like if you try and convince someone to not talk to someone else and you manipulate them into it, like putting up a way that makes them kind of choose. It's still their choice to
Yeah.
not do that. You know what I mean?
Because I feel like,
But it's all emotional. It's all
Yeah.
It's
emotional.
like to give you a dark example, right? Like, if you look at something like rape, like rape is not manipulation.
No, it's
It's a violation.
Yeah.
Like,
violation.
you can't. It's not a like. If someone has sex with you willingly, they've done it willingly, right? Do you know what I mean? They've made that active choice. Like, if someone's trying to convince you to have sex with them, and you're convinced you wanted to do it, do you know what I mean? It's not cause you didn't want to do it, or you wouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's like the kind of example I would give about like. It has to be within your will. You can't do something against your will.
Do you think when parents raise their kids, early stages, some sort of manipulation to tell them what's right and wrong?
Well, I feel like that's instinct. I think it's not manipulation. It's like not knowing better. Like they want what's best for you, and they know what they've learned from experience, what they think is like right and wrong.
Yeah, I know, but isn't that like?
But yeah, they can manipulate you. Like for example, like go do well in school, go to university because then you'll be able to like look after us or something. It's like that's manipulation because they're playing on your emotions.
Or like, so if you go to school, I'll give you ice cream. Is that manipulation?
It's bribery. It's manipulation.
It's a
Yes.
form of manipulation. though.
Yeah, I would say it is, but it's. I'd say it's different
If you
because
want
there's
it,
a
you
physical.
want it.
I think I
But
remember
yeah,
my
it
mom
is still manipulation.
when she was like, I don't know if she always did it, but like, oh like, you know, you're gonna make mom happy if you do this.
Yeah, manipulation.
Like, if you don't eat that,
'Cause it's
I
your
had
emotion.
Such a sweet tooth. My mom would be like, if you have just 2 today, then I'll love you a little bit more. It sounds bad, but
No, well,
it's just
something that
it is manipulation. But I think ultimately, like, everyone can do it.
Do you feel like manipulation is a big part of your life?
No. But I think it takes a lot for you to recognize when it's being manipulation and recognize how much power you have in the situation to actually refuse. And that's where you came from with willpower, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of things we talk about, I'm like, I agree with this and I agree with that, therefore I have no
Well, that's how
opinion
it is. It's,
now.
it's
No, but it's
fluid.
just like- it's not-
But
it's
it's
different
fluid
perspective,
though.
right?
Like,
It's a lot
it
of,
is
like-
fluid.
There's like
I
there's a
feel
lot
like-
of different angles.
I feel like if you have one opinion, it's a bit hypocritical because you can relate to other opinions as well. So now I feel like I have no opinion.
No, because you do have an opinion, but like it might be molded. Like
Plus, you've only just like
I've
if
just changed it.
if you've just had a thought, you've got to look at it also physically.
yeah, but
right?
opinions
That's
can be
neurons
changed.
in your brain.
Yeah.
Because your opinion might be not saying it is, but your opinion might be formed on ignorance,
Yeah.
and then when you get given the knowledge, your opinion will change.
Yeah,
Like,
fair enough.
Which is enlightenment. That's what enlightenment is.
Like opinions,
I like the word
opinions aren't like
enlightenment.
opinions aren't facts. They can change.
Yeah.
But something that's also interesting is like truth, right? Would you say that truth is a fact?
Well, it depends if it's a fact or not. I feel like truth doesn't mean that it's a fact. I feel like a fact is a fact, yeah. But like,
The one-liners.
and a fact is true, but I'm not saying that all truths are facts. So all facts are true, but not all truths are facts.
Yeah.
Deep.
You can say that's my truth. But that's not a fact. Things aren't facts with you.
That's deep.
It's
I feel like a lot of you say it needs more jargon. I ain't seen it, man. That lady's by the is that the lady behind the was that the lady behind the desk? I don't even remember. I don't think so actually. That's chick smoking cigarettes.
She's a customer.
I'm cutting the recording. Good sesh, guys. Tune in next time when we get the next podcast. Comment and leave a like and let us know what you thought about the opinions. Alright. Ave out.
Jeez.